Well, good morning again. Thank you for joining us for our Friday Fun Chat with the Chamber member. This morning, I am at the Peak, and I'm with John Bull and Tyler Head Honcho. Now, I know Honcho's not his last name, but we'll be visiting with John and Tyler, and thanks for joining us for this morning. So you know what, I'm visiting with John and with Tyler, and it's February now, it's 20-30 below, but you know what, we're past January, and that's usually when people set their New Year's resolutions, and usually the number one resolution is either losing weight, going to join a health club, going to get back in shape to what I was, or sometimes it has to do with finances. But you know what, let's talk about your February special. So Tyler, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we know a lot of people start falling off in their New Year's resolutions pretty early. You know, I know I've done it. John, I'm sure you've done it. John's done it. So, looking at more of an accountability standpoint, this month, if you sign up with your Valentine's Sweetheart, it's basically buy one get one. So, $20 enrollment will cover you and your spouse or your Valentine for your one-time enrollment fee, which is usually well over $100 for two people. So, you're going to save a lot of money by just paying that $20. And then also, we're also celebrating anybody getting married in 2021. So a lot of people postpone their weddings because of COVID. So if you're getting married in 2021, we want to offer you a free 30-day VIP membership to the peak location of your choice. And that includes for your new spouse and your entire wedding party. So that way, once again, accountability is key. You guys can all start sweating for the wedding together. And so we have a great couple promotions going on in February.
John, let's talk a little bit about the West Bank Landing as well, too. You guys opened that up several years ago. We were part of the ribbon cutting. We've done some business after hours down there.
Yeah, so we opened a new location over in the west side of town here, probably about 3 years ago, really looking at differentiating ourselves, really targeting more of the convenient workouts, more of the kind of 30-minute jump in, jump out kind of workouts, so targeting more of the yuppie, the young urban professionals, and really kind of putting in different types of equipment and different types of workouts.
Do you see a lot of folks using that? Is that really popular?
Yes, absolutely. So really looking at this and taking a couple steps backwards, really looking at our main location being very family fitness oriented. We're really, again, talking about differentiating another location in the area and differentiating that from ourselves. Again, we really targeted, like, again, that young urban professional. So really looking at kind of that person that kind of just jumped off of an Eddie Bauer catalog, per se. And so a lot of that is driven by, very fast-paced, high stressful jobs, not having a lot of time, things of that nature. And so, those type people, man, they work very, very hard, and then they work out very hard. So again, we put together pretty much everything from the equipment to the physical plant layout to all of the workout resources to be more of, you can get a really good 30-minute workout, and you can basically shower, pop out, leave, check your emails, and you're back on the road, back to the office.
So really I've tried to model it after the active, young professional, older professional like me as well too, maybe get a quick workout before work, lunch hour, maybe right after work before you head to your next meeting. So what are you guys doing for your clients and folks coming in, just to let them know, hey, this is a great environment to work out in, especially with COVID. What are some practices you guys have implemented? I know it's always been great hygiene, wiping things down, I see that all the time, but what are some additional things you've done?
So basically what we've done is we've kind of looked at the overall guidelines pretty much from a state standpoint, federal standpoint, and then we looked at what the local government was doing here with us. And so really trying to stay in compliance with all of those with the 75% occupancy, social distancing, as well as wearing face coverings. We then we took that into consideration and we applied that, okay, how does that equate to a precautionary measure? So we really looked at many different avenues to keep our members safe here and to make them feel comfortable. We have all the basics from social distancing vinyls on the floor to requiring everyone wear an actual face covering walking into the club, as well as leaving the club. When you're exercising, of course, you don't have to wear one. Again, encouraging the social distancing. We have plexiglass barriers up to kind of create some of that safety component to it. We've also gone as far as to really, really utilize the UV lighting systems and processes that they have in place now. So we wand a lot of our equipment, we wand our towels. We also have a product called Mat Santa, which is all UV lighting driven, that you can basically put your yoga mats through or any of your exercise mats through the Mat Santa, and it does disinfect it at a 99.9% ratio. We have an air purifying system in here as well. Everybody understanding that now it's more of an aerosol transmission that everybody is worried about, and looking at it from what the experts are saying and the scientists are saying. We've installed an air fix unit, which basically purifies the air on an ongoing basis, which then recycles through our HVAC system. So it does address the aerosol effect. And in some of the condensed areas and studios, we do have an extra set of precautionary measure, which is a Remy Halo unit, which basically does the same thing in condensed areas. So we've kind of superseded that part of really addressing the aerosol effect that's really been publicized now, and that they've really been looking at as the most common way to basically contract the disease. So.
No, and I know when I walked in, they did the brain scan. They discovered there wasn't one. So, but I did reach the temperature check, which was right. So again, that's just another precaution you have where you're taking the temperature check and folks coming in. So, Tyler, I also know that you guys have worked really hard to create the image, and you guys do have a great image of it being a great family environment. So let's just talk a little bit about that, about some of the services you offer.
Yeah, we're lucky to have somewhere like the Peak in Great Falls for families, especially, like you said earlier, -20, -30 degrees outside. You can't do a whole lot of sledding or recreational outdoor without getting frostbitten. Those poor kids need to burn off the energy before they, make mom and dad go crazy inside the house. So we have, 3 swimming pools here at the Peak that are all heated. We do have a kid-friendly one that has like a lazy river in it, a splash zone, buckets, fountains. They can go in there and burn all that energy off. We also have the full-size basketball court, racquetball courts. So all that, the kids can come in and, and you can partake in that. We also have some family fun classes that you can all take together when you're a member. And it's a fun workout for mom and dad and the kids, so everyone gets a great workout. You can modify it, the kids can modify that we just started this month as well. So we have a lot of stuff going on, and then we also have the tree house for the little ones, so that's also fun. It's almost like a Chuck E. Cheese in there with the play place and everything, but the video games obviously, but lots of stuff going on at the Peak for families up here at the 1800 Benefis Court location.
Tell us a little bit about that child check service that you guys offer as well, too.
It's called the Tree House that we have, and so if you want to go ahead and come in and take a class, you can drop your child off for that hour, and then they could we have all sorts of stuff in there for them. We have the giant play structure. We have like a little TV room. They got books, toys, everything in there. And we just switched our billing on that. It used to be, per hour you had to pay. Now we have unlimited child care for, $20, as low as $20 a month for a single child. So that way you can take your kids in there all the time. And it's really affordable for families to come and partake now here at the Peak.
That's really what caught my eye, was seeing that $20 kind of unlimited for the first child, and then you reduce it for a second child.
Yep.
Again, there's no excuse. You can come on in, drop your kids off. You can go get a great workout as well too. So just you talked a little bit about some of the things for kids, but what are some of the classes that are also offered at the Peak?
Yeah, so we have up to 130 classes that we're offering right now. Due to state guidelines, we can't have as many people in there that we're used to. So each studio, we have the safe social distancing aspect put into place. But we have things from our high intense training kettlebell classes to our cycle classes are very popular, and then we also have our Les Mills programming, which is worldwide known, and they have body combat, body pump, which is 2 of our most popular classes here at the Peak. Then we also have optic classes as well, so if you're a swimmer and want to get into like an optic general joints class, we have those. So lots of different varieties of classes for everybody from the beginner to the more of the athletic type people, so lots of options.
Excellent. So again, the kettle class, so I'm sure we get a lot of people that are going to help with the Salvation Army kettle. They come in and warm up for that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
ringing the bell.
You guys at the Peak, you and your staff, you guys participate in so many community things as well too. So what are some of those, Tyler?
Yeah, obviously the community of Great Falls is huge and very important, and we do everything we can to try to make an impact. We do everything from silent auction donations. We do anything supporting anything coming up and coming, especially like youth things coming up. Like the 3-on-3 basketball tournament that the Alliance for Youth usually puts on. We usually sponsor a basketball hoop for that. For the sprinkling hoop thing, we do everything from like race warm-ups for the icebreaker, or any of the newer ones that came up, like I think it was the St. Patrick's Day race a couple years ago. We do donations of like free 30 days out to the community for first responders and anybody that was an essential employee or worker during the COVID-19 pandemic, and offering them free 30 days. So we do all sorts of things for the community and try to give back as much as we can, because we know, without them, we wouldn't be here. So it's just another way for us to say thank you and keep supporting the city of Great Falls.
A few things to highlight along those lines. I mean, we do a really big, large campaign in reference to the United Way and raising money for them. We also do food drives during Thanksgiving, during some of the other holidays as well. And how much did we raise the last time? Poundage of food?
Over like 6,000 pounds of food that we donated.
Right.
3 tons of food, 6,000 pounds.
And we've provided great Christmases for 3 families in the community of Great Falls, and we're really proud of that.
And a lot of people don't know this, but I used to power lift a number of years ago. I'd enter competitions and I'd win them, because I don't have to lift it very far, press it very far either, which is nice. But I noticed you were limping a little bit, so I'm guessing you were deadlifting, 1,100 pounds, 1,200 pounds?
No, actually, I had a little injury on my knee. Unfortunately, I wasn't deadlifting, I wasn't squatting when I hurt my knee. I was stepping up on a stage that was slippery and had dew on it, and I blew out my patella tendon. So here we are going through physical therapy.
Oh, shoot. So, and I'm sure you're doing it here as well, too. So,
absolutely.
And you know what? If you need a spotter next time, John, just give me a call and I'll spot you as you're walking up on the stage. So you've been, your staff's been here a long time. Tyler, I know you have. John, I know you have as well, too. And I think that's the other thing, too, is that, they got great staff, great help. So come on down and visit the Peak. You're just going to be very impressed with their facility, what they're doing for COVID protocols, and keeping folks safe as well, too. And then just all that you offer, racquetball courts, swimming pools, kid services as well, too. So come down and join us at the Peak.